Okay, Mr. Smith.
Yes.
See, that turkey goes every time before you speak. It's for you. Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
The Bills on upset alert.
Yes. No, I don't think so. I want to give the Lions credit.
Okay.
From the standpoint, I like Dan Campbell. I like him a lot. And I look at their personnel. They've got some athletes on their squad. They got some guys who can go after it. I applaud them because even though they're 4-6 on the season, they don't play like a team under 500. They go after it. Okay, and a lot of times you find them in a situation where they make mistakes in the second half and they cost themselves. But it's really, they don't play cautiously per se. They go out there, Dougie, trying to win.
Absolutely.
And I give them a lot of credit for that. However, let's pump the brakes on giving them applause for their defense. They held Green Bay to 9. They held the Giants to 18. All right. Outside of that, they gave up 38, 27, 28, 48, 29, 24, 31, and 30. So let's make sure that we understand there's nothing elite about their defense statistically. They're ranked second to last defensively overall. They're ranked dead last in points allowed, dead last in yards allowed, 28th in the league against the pass, second to last against the rush. There is nothing to brag about in regards to the Lions.
But over the last
defense.
3 weeks, we've seen a huge
Again,
improvement.
I mentioned that 2 of them were against the Green Bay Packers offense that was struggling miserably until they went up against Dallas, and a Giants offense that, let's just say, can be offensive from time to time. So the bottom line is that when you look at that, here's the deal. You're the Buffalo Bills. The fact that the AFC East is looking the way that it looks, the Jets have been Zach Wilson. There are people making the argument that the Miami Dolphins are a better team than the Buffalo Bills, who were the prohibitive favorites to come out of the AFC this year to enter the Super Bowl. And New England's above 500 as well. You look at the records in the AFC East, then you combine that with what we've seen from Lamar Jackson, how Cincinnati is coming, and Jamar Chase just returned to practice this week. And then you look at what Patrick Mahomes is doing. Okay? And you look at what Tennessee is doing. Buffalo recognizes it's time. We can't mess around. They're supposed to handle their business against a team like the Detroit Lions. If you are what we think you are, I think they know it, and that's why I don't have them on upset alert. I'm not concerned about the Lions at all, although the Lions do play tough on Thanksgiving.
Can I play the history card for a second?
Sure.
Sure.
60 years ago today.
Oh.
Oh, gosh. Is this supposed to mean something
This is
to
a
us
good
that
one.
this is
Go
going to
ahead.
be relevant
I'm
for
listening.
today?
I'm listening.
Lombardi.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Lombardi
Oh, Lord.
took Green Bay
Okay.
into Tiger Stadium. They were 12-0, 11-0. Guess what happened?
What happened?
13 sacks Thanksgiving.
Right.
23 Lions, 14 Packers.
So I just want to be sure. I want to make sure
May I
our audience is
continue?
clear. I want to make sure.
May
I just want to know how this is relevant.
I want to make sure the
today.
May I
audience is clear.
continue?
I'm just waiting
Go
for
ahead.
the connection.
Go ahead.
May I continue?
60 years ago, they gave up 13 sacks.
That
in the
was
game.
a-
That's what you just brought up.
That was a great Packer team. This Lion team is going to do the same thing.
Oh, Lord.
They are going to beat Buffalo
picking
today.
the Lions?
I sure am. They have played. They can score. Buffalo's penchant for keeping these teams in games.
Okay.
Minnesota down 27-10. The freaking Browns scored 2 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes last week and had a chance for the onside kick to come back and tie him at 31-23. We all know what Green Bay did in Buffalo. They covered on a late touchdown.
Yeah.
Lions have life. They've lost a lot of games in a row on Thanksgiving, and Dan Campbell can get you to run through a wall. So Dan Campbell's little pregame speech right around now, when he turns first takedown for a sec and puts on his little pregame speech in front of his players, you can say, listen, we've won 3 straight and nobody believes in us. They all think we're a bunch of frauds.
Yeah.
We're going to go out there on Thanksgiving and we're going to show the world that we have arrived.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He doesn't
Lions.
need to
Come on,
give
come on,
a speech.
come on,
You
come
just
on,
did it.
Fine. You got this smirk on your face because you know what you just said was utterly ridiculous. And to give that turkey dialogue, it's appropriate, a turkey dialogue on Thanksgiving morning. I don't know what the hell you thinking. Jamal Williams, DeAndre Swift, I know those brothers could play. Please don't get me wrong. But the bottom line is that you got Jared Goff behind center. You're the Buffalo Bills. I would remind you, this is a top 5 defense overall, top 10 against the run, okay? I don't anticipate that this is going to happen. And by the way, speaking of Dan Campbell, who I like him. I'm a fan of his, but I've heard better motivational speeches. I mean, I can name a multitude of individuals that have given better motivational speeches. So let's not act like this dude is the renowned orator of the 21st century. Okay, just stop it. All right. The fact of the matter is they're 4-6 for a reason. Now I understand they're getting a little bit better, and I expect them to. Yeah, that's right. I expect them to be competitive. I know it's tough on Thanksgiving Day because you got a noon game. People probably snuck in some turkey before noon. Lord knows this is the kind of stuff that happens with football players. Some of them are very, very greedy, but in the end, they're gonna eat up the Lions more so than they're gonna eat up the food. They're gonna save that for later. Buffalo is a superior team. And I believe they will handle their business today in convincing fashion, particularly in the second half against the Detroit Lions.
Jared Goff will go crazy. 34-27, Detroit.
Ready?
On Thanksgiving.
I got Bills 41-27.
Okay.
Got a lot of points.
See you tomorrow.
We agree on the
Buffalo
overs.
favored by 9.
41-27.
Still to come.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.